Okay, I saw from your grade that you had already passed 2-2, but I did want to do one of the hard ones just to make sure that you completely understand what was going on. So these are the f of x plus h minus f of x over h, and then it says h does not equal 0. That's just a qualifier because you cannot divide by 0. So they're going to give you a function, f of x equals x squared minus 4x plus 3, and these are kind of backwards, or at least I feel like they're kind of backwards. What we want to do is we're going to take x plus h and plug it into this function. That's our first step. So for every place that there's an x, I'm going to replace it with x plus h. So I end up with x plus h squared plus 4 times x plus h plus 3. And then I need to simplify that. So don't forget that anytime you have a binomial squared, that actually means x plus h times x plus h. I can go ahead and distribute that, and that gives me plus 4x plus 4h. And then I'm going to have to FOIL this out or multiply it. I usually use extended distribution. X times x is x squared. X times h is xh. H times x is also xh. And h times h is h squared. And now if it will simplify, I can simplify all of that. So I have x squared plus 2xh plus h squared plus 4x plus 4h plus 3. All of that is going to replace this. But I still need to do this piece. Negative f of x. So I'm just going to take my function and I'm just going to make it negative because that's what this is instructing me to do. So it's going to be negative x squared positive 4x minus 3. And all of that is still over h because this part right here represents that. And now I can simplify if there are things that will combine and simplify. So right here, my x squareds will cancel. My 4x and my 4x will combine to be 8x. And my 3 and my 3 will cancel. So I'm going to rewrite it and at the same time rearrange it. So h squared plus 2xh plus 8x over h. And I'm going to check to see if there's anything that will factor out of this. In this case, there's not, so this is your final answer. Now, these are the more complicated of the problems. This one over here is a little simpler, but the process is the same. The first step is to replace x with x plus h. So this would be 4 times x plus h. The second step is to make your function negative and tack it on the end. And then all of that would be over h. I can simplify by distributing. So I get 4x plus h minus 4x over h. My 4x's cancel and I end up with h over h, which this time leaves me with just 1.